Recorded, and then I have an email coming in immediately. That's how much I paid. I don't know what the true amount is. I get defrauded out of funds for the 4-pack. Now they're scamming that I can't use this device to chat, and then it's making it blurry. They're demanding on the only good device that I have, since both the devices are manipulated and law enforcement covers for all crimes and don't want to look at my devices, tampering with evidence on YouTube, and just don't seem to be getting held accountable. If you're actively not looking at evidence, how do you think you're not tampering with evidence? If 15 crimes are happening at one time in front of you and you say, I'm not looking at them, then what do you think people would perceive? I'm being taunted. It's saying chat with us right here. And then it wouldn't let me chat until I started recording. So now they scam that you give your story. And then after you give your story, then they send you over to someone else to give your story to. So they have this is obsolete like everywhere I'm at. They just want you to repeat yourself with no reasoning. And the law enforcement claims, they promise it's not scammers because that's criminal. But some kind of way, 7 of them thought that they needed to come to Metro PCS and interrupt me reporting this to my provider, that this has defrauded me out of funds. They just wanted me to have a criminal trespass like they do year after year, leaving me in the problem. I can only do the chat because the phone number's hidden. So this is what I'm reporting to them. I want you to see what's going on. Okay, just like this is about the principal to me, it's about the principal for them. They need to prove how much power they can abuse. So while I'm on the other end trying to go for justice, they have a different agenda and more power than me. So I have a police report number to Crumble Cookies that endangered my safety. Past representatives were ending chats to cover for it. That's the police report. Law enforcement and Crumble said Uber Eats has to do the refund. So these criminal trespasses are also, if it's a place that I like, if I get criminal trespasses at all of them, an abuser gets his way, I can't be there. So if I get criminal trespasses all over the place, like what happens year after year, places I haven't been until I got the YouTube channel saying, get out, don't ever come back. And we're strangers, like at Jack in the Box, get out my store, or we'll call the police, upload it. So since it happened 3 or 4 times a day, like I said, I knew I needed to do something to address the issue, and then I thought of the channel. So I'm sending it, this long report. Let's see if it disappears. Tried to return the cookies that had something wrong with them. It happened on July 22nd. I sent it. So now that I know that they're tampering with my cookies, if I did want cookies for delivery, I'm not allowed to get them. So they had me go over this just to put me on hold to someone else. They can never read what they have in front of them. They have to have me repeat myself over and over. And Malice, whoever I'm speaking with as supposed to be Uber Eats. And law enforcement demands that I take this. He says he's happy to be in contact with me today. As I can see here, you are requesting a refund for one of your previous orders. Can I ask you where you placed the order is via guest checkout or Uber account? I gave him the information. I logged into the order. I'm logged into my account. And I gave him the date. And his scam is he can't see it. And Crumble said they couldn't see it. And then when I started recording, then he could see it. Expressed that I thought I was logged into my account. Can you see the order on July 22nd? So they're scamming since they're con artists that I have to be on the other device. So I said I don't have that device anymore. He's stating in the scam that I'm sorry for the inconvenience, that he don't have the information. And he's supposed to be Uber Eats. He don't have it. As much as I love to help you regarding this issue, I don't have access to your account to provide accurate information regarding the promotions. They never do. But if you're calling the location that's a year after year or chatting with them and they can't find their records everywhere I'm at, and law enforcement demands that you take it, what do you do with that? It's supposed to be criminal, but I don't see people getting charges outside of Diane Hammer. They can't find their police reports. Courts can't find the court documentation. Officers, CPS can't find their records. Everywhere I'm at can't find their records. Year after year. So they have to get their law straight on what information they need, because it can't happen. It's already pre-bought and paid before I even tried to chat with them. The tricky part is proving it repeatedly keeps happening. So they're wasting my time playing mind games on this stranger. What information do you need to pull it up? If it's pre-bought off and paid and they have catch-22s to get nothing accomplished, for further assistance regarding your previous order, I highly suggest reaching out using your account to provide accurate information regarding with this issue. Thank you for your understanding. I'm in the account. I'm actively logged in the account. I told him I didn't have the other device. So they do it year after year, so let me... He logged off. I said, I understand I'm logged into my account. He said that I need to get in my account, and I am in my account. And then he logged off before I could type this. Repeatedly put that same police report number in malice over and over again. So I said that it didn't correct the issue. I don't understand. I'm logged into my account. I have the same thing right here. I have a police report for Crumble Cookies that endangered my safety. Past representatives for ending chats to cover for it. That's a police report number. Law enforcement in Crumble said that Uber Eats has to do the refund. I tried to return the cookies that had something wrong with them. It happened on July 22nd. I flat out said, why won't you guys follow policy and give me a refund? Like everywhere else I'm at. Our reporter said that I set up an Uber for $16 and it changed to like 50 something dollars. I reported to Duncanville police. They do what they do always. They cover for it. Hotels, I'll book for one amount. It'll change to like $30 or $40 extra. One time I booked a hotel room for like $249, and then one person had a room for 3 days for $300. So I'm being defrauded out of funds. And then they just, like I said, just keep covering for it. I said I stayed at the hotel. I thought it was excessive for them to pay me to charge me $250 for 1 day. And it was less than $300, like $275 for 3 days. She said that she booked it with an app. I said that's what I booked it with, that same app. But they do it in person. They say it changes day to day as a strategy to defraud me out of funds. 1 day I may pay $90, then 1 day $140, maybe 2 days later. And they said they can't control it. And the FBI hasn't either. Since I'm recording, they may get it right. I don't know. He likes to play mind games. They have the power to abuse. So I'm giving them the location. They're inconveniencing me and one the address. I don't want to close the chat. Let's see what they say. Now they're scamming that they can't give me the refund because it was 48 hours after placing the order. A conversation with the chat where they kept ending the chat is uploaded. I said within 48 hours. They're petty. They don't stop, period. If they have their mindset on defrauding me out of funds, they will defraud me out of funds as they've done years. Whatever I say, they have something, a pathological lie to combat anything that I have to say. And they don't see this as criminal. Okay, I'm calling the police. I'm telling them, I'm calling the police. He needed evidence of a crime. He has one. Let's see what scam they have to cover for this one. They always have one. It's prearranged before they even show up. Now they're being condescending like other parties. We understand that is not the answer you're hoping for. However, after reviewing your request, we regret to inform you that we are unable to grant a price adjustment for this order. Our goal is to resolve every issue. However, I have to make sure it always aligns with the guidelines. I've already provided you with information regarding your issue. I don't take this personally, but I may need to end the chat to give away to other customers. Please feel free to contact us for further court inquiries or assistance. Thanks for contacting chat support.